Welcome back to Arsenal Daily Talk. Arsenal fans, this is a massive transfer update that could shake the entire Premier League. The Gunners are reportedly preparing for one of the biggest transfer moves in their modern history, and the name at the centre of the storm is Morgan Rogers. Yes, you heard that correctly. Morgan Rogers, one of the most exciting attacking talents in English football, has emerged as a major target for Arsenal, with reports suggesting that the club is becoming increasingly focused on bringing him to North London. And if this move happens, it would not just be another signing, it could become the biggest transfer in Arsenal's history. Stay with us until the end because this story is developing rapidly and there are several major twists that Arsenal supporters need to know about. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to Arsenal Daily Talk, hit the notification bell, and never miss any breaking Arsenal news. Now let's get straight into it. Over the last few seasons, Arsenal have transformed themselves into genuine title challengers. The club has invested heavily in young talent. The squad has become stronger. The mentality has improved, and expectations are now higher than ever before. After coming so close to major success, Arsenal's leadership understands that the next step requires elite additions. The club wants players who can immediately improve the first team while also becoming long-term stars. That search has reportedly led them directly to Morgan Rogers. The Aston Villa attacker has enjoyed a remarkable rise. Not long ago, many football fans viewed him as a promising youngster with potential. Today, he is being discussed as one of the most exciting attacking players in the Premier League. His combination of pace, power, creativity, technical quality, and versatility has attracted attention from across Europe. But according to recent reports, Arsenal are the club showing the strongest interest. Sources suggest that Arsenal are really focused on Rogers. That wording is significant. Not interested. Not monitoring. Not simply scouting. Focused. That indicates a player who has moved very high on the club's shortlist. And when Arsenal become focused on a player, things can move quickly. The recruitment team has spent years refining its transfer strategy. Every target is analysed carefully. Every potential signing is evaluated extensively. Arsenal do not simply spend enormous sums of money without conviction. If they are prepared to push for Morgan Rogers, it means they believe he can become a major piece of their future. But what makes this story even more exciting is the suggestion that Rogers himself is reportedly enthusiastic about the possibility of joining Arsenal. Reports indicate that he is fully convinced by the project being built in North London. That is huge. Of course, spending that kind of money brings enormous expectations. Fans would expect immediate impact. The media would analyse every performance, every goal, every assist, every mistake, every match. That is the reality of modern football. Big transfer fees create massive pressure, but Rogers has shown throughout his career that he is capable of handling challenges. His development has been impressive, his confidence continues to grow, and many observers believe his best years are still ahead of him. From a tactical perspective, the potential move is fascinating. Arsenal value versatility. They want attackers who can operate across multiple positions. They want players who can adapt to different systems and situations. Morgan Rogers offers exactly that. He can influence games in wide areas. He can drive through central spaces. He can create chances. He can score goals. He can carry the ball over long distances. He can break defensive lines. These qualities make him extremely attractive to modern elite teams. Imagine Rogers joining Arsenal's already talented attack. Suddenly the squad becomes even more unpredictable. Opponents would face additional problems. Defenders would have another dangerous player to contain. The attacking depth would increase significantly, and Arsenal's options in big matches would become even stronger. This is why many supporters are becoming excited. The idea is not simply about signing a talented player, it is about elevating the entire team. It is about taking another step toward winning the biggest trophies. It is about building a squad capable of competing on every front. But while excitement continues to grow, Arsenal must remain realistic. Negotiations involving nine-figure transfer fees are never simple. There are countless factors involved. Transfer structure, payment schedules, contract details, bonuses, agent discussions, competition from other clubs. Every element matters. And Aston Villa are not expected to make things easy. Why would they? They have invested in Rogers. They have helped him develop. They know his value is rising. Selling such a player would require extraordinary circumstances. Therefore, Arsenal may need to present a truly exceptional offer, one that convinces Villa financially, one that satisfies all parties, one that reflects just how determined Arsenal are to complete the deal. The coming weeks could be absolutely crucial. Transfer stories often change rapidly. One day, a move appears impossible. The next day, negotiations accelerate. Football transfers are unpredictable. That is what makes them so exciting. Right now, Arsenal supporters find themselves watching one of the biggest stories of the summer. Will Arsenal decide that Morgan Rogers is worth a club record investment? Will Aston Villa soften their stance? Will negotiations begin formally? Will Rogers eventually wear the famous red and white shirt? Those are the questions everyone is asking. What we do know is that the admiration appears genuine, the interest appears serious, and the financial commitment required would be enormous. That combination creates a blockbuster transfer story, the kind of story that dominates headlines, the kind of story that sparks endless debate among supporters, the kind of story that can define an entire transfer window. For Arsenal fans, there is every reason to pay close attention. The club is ambitious. The club wants to improve. The club wants to challenge for major honours. And ambitious clubs pursue ambitious targets. Morgan Rogers certainly falls into that category. Whether the deal eventually happens remains to be seen. Transfer windows are full of surprises. But one thing is clear. This is not a rumour that can be ignored. This is a story with serious implications. If Arsenal push forward and meet Aston Villa's valuation, football could witness one of the most dramatic Premier League transfers in recent memory. Imagine the announcement. Imagine the reaction. Imagine the excitement across North London. Imagine a new club record signing arriving with expectations of helping Arsenal finally reach the very top. That possibility alone is enough to get supporters talking. As always, we will continue monitoring every development. The moment new information emerges, Arsenal Daily Talk will bring it directly to you. So stay tuned, because this story is far from over, and the next chapter could be even bigger than the last. Arsenal fans, what do you think? Would you spend more than £100 million on Morgan Rogers? Do you believe he is the missing piece Arsenal need? Or should the club invest that money elsewhere? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Arsenal Daily Talk, and turn on notifications so you never miss any breaking Arsenal news. Thank you for watching, and remember, the transfer window has only just begun. The biggest headlines may still be ahead of us. See you in the next one.